Recording in progress.
Good morning, guys. So it is the 6th of May and we're looking at Euro US dollar. Heading over to US dollar index on the daily time frame, what can we see? What we're seeing is currently a lot of bullish pressure. Yes, we are overbought. However, we are seeing that push to the upside, and I have no doubt that we can keep pushing to the upside. There's no reason why price should have to come down. So that being said, I am looking at mainly shorts. However, we could consider a retracement up to this kind of area, but we need to trade what we see. So currently I cannot see any buys. So looking at the daily on Euro US dollar, what we can see are just daily breaks of structure. That means new lows are being formed. I guess you can consider this to be a break of structure. New lows are being formed, and there's not much in the daily. Very clean downwards move. There's a liquidity sweep over here. As you can see, that high was formed, it was swept by this area over here. So not much. Daily time frame is very bearish, so I will be looking predominantly for sells. Dropping down onto the 4-hour time frame, what can we see? So looking closer into recent structure, what we can see is a 4-hour supply zone. It was well retested. We had liquidity down here which was swept. New low formed over there, and this was the liquidity sweep below. What else can we see? So I can see that you obviously reacted to the 4-hour flip zone and gave a bearish 4-hour change of character, which is up here. So here was our change of character. So we know that price is still bearish. But looking at more recent structure, we can see that liquidity was swept, and we could potentially be looking for buys from this area. However, I do see more liquidity which could possibly be needed to be swept over here. Not necessarily, price doesn't always have to follow liquidity. However, it tends to. So we will see how that goes from there. Now, we've gone to the daily, we've seen a bearish bit of structure, gone to the 4-hourly, we've also seen bearish structure, we've seen some liquidity grabs. My mouse has just died, which isn't practical right now. So, okay. Now looking on our 15-minute time frame, we can see there's liquidity there, has not been grabbed. There is a liquidity sweep using that low. We can see that we're reacting to an extremely unmitigated wick, causing a structural bottom on the M15. So these wicks over here, over here. We're basically reacting off of those wicks. As we can see, price hasn't retested that area, so that could be a potential area to look out for. And we also have this zone in here, which we seem to be reacting off of. We haven't broken any highs in this kind of area of liquidity, so what I'd be looking for is mainly sellers down to this area, but we could also be looking for buyers from this area or this area, ideally this area down here. So let me head over to our 1 minute time frame and we could look for potential entries. Okay, so let's see what we're looking at for sells. So again, on the 15 minute, not too much clarity. On the 1 minute, we are seeing a zone reaction over there. We are seeing a secondary zone reaction over here. It's a bit too wide. Maybe a tertiary zone reaction here. Maybe liquidity grab potentially, because that would have been a range inside that inside bar. Maybe a drop now, but I haven't seen any clean breaks of structure. I'd like to see liquidity over here being taken out, and then we can see where we go from there, because right now price is in a bit of a range. Could be due to news later on today, could be that it's just a bit early in the markets, so we'll definitely have to see how it goes. Nothing too clean set up for me on the charts today, to be honest. So we just have to really wait and see. So if I head it back over to the 4 hour, we can just take one more look. Yeah, there's a liquidity sweep of these highs over here. So yeah, nothing too clean. We're not exactly in a position to buy or sell at the moment, but if I was to predict NFP today, I believe the numbers would be pretty bad. So I do expect US dollar to drop. However, we don't let the roll of expectations get to us in the markets. So back to 1 minute, what are we looking at? As I said, we have this zone over here, but I don't think this is necessarily mitigated. I feel like we're mainly reacting off of demand, so it could be that we have this zone in here, and then we reacted there, and we're looking to react there. Maybe there's potential liquidity under these lows, so it could be that we're looking for this sort of a trade. However, we need to keep in mind this liquidity. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best plan of action for today in terms of trading. I would say probably the best plan is to wait it out. There is liquidity in the market, but it's very thin. We see this bit of liquidity being formed. Then this is major liquidity over here. So I'm gonna just get rid of that trade idea. We do have this potential order block, however we are already reacting off of it. So despite having that reaction, we haven't seen any major breaks or anything, and it looks like we're just reacting off this demand. Could still be looking to come down, but personally for me, it's a non-trading day. I will be looking to stay out the markets. I probably won't even be looking for trades due to the fact that liquidity is so thin. The moves are likely to hit stop loss. We're not in any clean area. As you can see, we're oversold here, overbought here. So personally, it's a stay out of the market day for me. Thank you for joining, and take care. Hopefully that helps some of you to have more clarity in the market. I think you could look to trade off of this area. However, again, liquidity is thin, so chances of it going there and then successfully coming back is very low. So we're just going to watch the market for today, but we're not going to be looking for trades. Thanks.